547. Welcome to week 3. I just want to let you know, first of all, that all the grades are updated. I went ahead and graded the discussion post as well as your group papers. A couple things on the group papers. Really good job. Just be aware of personal pronouns in academic writing. That's something that is definitely not generally liked in academic writing. And then also when doing group papers, I know it's hard, but try to actually make it seem like an integrated paper that one person wrote versus multiple small paragraphs that multiple people wrote. It just definitely helps for the flow of it. But let's jump into week 3. Oh, one last thing on that as well is I put a link for some of you into the Purdue website that has all the information on APA. There was a few issues with formatting in the references page. So definitely take a look at that. Let's jump into week 3. We are all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it. That is all. And that's from the Breakfast Club. I think it's fun to embrace our uniqueness or weirdness or quirkiness because our students need to see that, right? They need to see that we're different. We're all different, and it's okay, and in fact it's good, and we want to celebrate them as well. So this week, really, the reading continues to support the ideas that you can immediately implement in your classroom. The information for Sousa this week is really practical strategies heavy, which is great. And we're talking about both hemispheres of the brain this week, which is a lot of fun. So hopefully you're already doing this in your classroom. The aha moments in the discussion board was really interesting, and it's just fun to see the different perspectives and who picks up on what within the text. So before we jump into like all the things, you can see I have a lot of tabs open. Know that once again, everything that I'm going through in the announcement is also listed here in week 3. It's just laid out a little bit differently. And always, anytime there is an assignment, know that video right there, each assignment has its own video that goes more in depth. And so that's the week 3 page. Same content here. I just like clicking through it in this manner. So you have a chapter and a practitioner's corner out of Sousa, 2 articles, 2 videos, and a little 30-second brain test, which is really fun. So just so you can see it, this is one of the articles you have right there. It's 10 pages. It is kind of dense, kind of long, but it's a good article. Chapter 5 is 73 pages. So once again, like I said at the start of this class, there is a lot of content in this class, but it's all really, really good. And I actually think that there's things in here that can change how you teach, that can really improve your teaching. I think this class has some really good, hard, tangible things that you can do and learn to help you become a better teacher. This article is not quite as long. It's a web article, and you can just scroll through that. And then our 2 videos, one's 6 minutes, and then this is on language in the brain, and this one is neuroscience, human brain anatomy, and the lateralization of brain functions in 3D animations. Long name. It's a good video. But my favorite part, honestly, this week is this little brain test. So you can see there's only 8 questions, and it gives you a percentage of are you left-brained or you right-brained, or somewhere about half. And so that is the content for this week. You do have 3 discussion questions this week. The third one, remember, is posting your presentations, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So the first one is write a brief summary regarding the right and left brain hemispheric functioning. Do you know if you tend to be more one way or the other? And you're going to talk a little bit about this 30-second test you take. And are you surprised by the results? What do you think? How does it affect your teaching? That sort of topic. And then discussion question 2. So 1 is all about you. Like, what do you think about how you are wired? And then 2 is strategies that you can use or plan to use on activating both hemispheres in your classroom. So it's a really great kind of scaffolding on the left and right hemispheres. And then group question 3 is posting, and only 1 person in your group needs to post it in the discussion board. Remember, for all posts, initial posts due by Thursday, and then 2 by Sunday. And so that is your discussion posts. And the assignments for the week, 3 discussion posts, and then submitting your presentation. So once again, if you click on that link right there, it's going to take you to this page. The first part of the page was for your paper. There's really nothing in your papers that you would need to change. They were all had great information. Now what you're doing is, once again, you're turning it into a presentation. And then down here is that rubric. Clearly presented the content, discussed ways to connect to standards and high level thinking skills, collaboration, communication technology, presented in a clear manner using visual medias and things of that nature. So a little note, slides, incorporated citation references. Don't take up space on your slide putting an APA reference. Go ahead and put it in the notes. So when you submit this, you do need to submit something tangible. I would highly prefer or recommend that you hop on a Zoom or a Google Meet, someone record it, you guys present it as a group and upload that video. But also open up the Google link. Remember, anyone can view. It needs to be said as anyone can view, so I can see it. And then that way I can see your notes as well. If you're not going to record it in some way or fashion or embed your audio, I need to be able to see your notes, and what you would say in the presentation needs to be pretty thorough in the notes of the slides. That way I know what you are presenting on. Once again, all assignments, so there is 1A, here's 1B, have their own video. So I'm not going to spend time going over the details of that, but you have the document and you have the video where I go into specifics on everything we're looking at, and I really walk through it piece by piece. So that's your assignment for this week. You do also have a couple tasks. So first of all, create one concept map, graphic organizer that will support concepts that you teach. Since the major assignments for this course is create a brain compatible unit, your graphic organizer concept should coordinate with this unit. So this is doing a little bit of pre-work to get you ready for that assignment for week 8. You'll begin designing it this week. So you're going to start working on this now, but you're not going to support it. So this isn't anything you give to me. Once again, it's just to get you going while you're going through some of this stuff. The 2 major assignments are due in week 6 and week 8. It's an art and movement project and a brain compatible unit. So once again, if you go to the submit assignment area or go to week 6 and week 8, you can see those videos at any point. You can watch them. And then if you have questions, you can start asking ahead of time. And so I started breaking the assignment videos out a couple courses ago. That way you can actually hear what I'm looking for in those before the week that we talk about them. And then finally, looking ahead to next week, you're going to have 2 chapters in the text, 2 articles, 2 videos, 2 discussion questions, and assignment number 2. So it's the week of 2s, and that's the information processing model. Once again, if you want to get ahead and look at that, you can look right here at that video, and it'll walk you through those details. But other than that, that is week 3. Once again, please email, call, text if you have any questions. And I hope you have a great week. And I know for a lot of you, the school year's ending this week or next week. So I hope it ends well and you have a great time celebrating your students.